happy International Scrapbooking Day. I am Leah with Mommyish and have new styles. I have new styles to share, and I am really excited. First up, I'm going to show you a set of styles that isn't part of our style bundle. The style bundle always has 5 sets of styles in it, and this was an idea I had late last night, early this morning, and I told myself I couldn't work on it until I had finished listing all the products, and I'm so in love with it. It's not even right. I love how they turned out so much. So they're holographic sticker styles, and there's 4 different textures, all seamless, of course, and each one of those has 3 different strokes, sizing. So there's 25, 15, and 10. So I'm going to share these with you with 15. So the one in the middle. So here we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, come on. Aren't these fun? Oh, I love them so much. You can always go in and scale down. You can scale up. I don't recommend scaling up, but you could scale up. You do that by resizing your pattern overlay. Like right now it's at 100%. If I switch it to 50, you see, and then I could turn down the lighting effect, or let's turn it up, make it more boom, snazzy, awesome. All right, so yes, the holographic sticker styles, love them. Pick them up while they're on sale this weekend. All right, clear layer style, and let's go. All right, so our style bundle this year. The first style we have up is leather. I actually really freaked out because I thought that my leather style was lost and that somehow I had saved it incorrectly, but I didn't. It is correct. So I'm going to go here to this little badge that says Style Addicts Anonymous to share with you a little bit about our leather style. Start off. So just right off the bat, we have our textures that are used. The texture I'm using for this is a leather scan that I did off of my mother-in-law's high school diploma little holder. And for each one of these textures, there are 4 different bevels, as you see, like that. All right, and next, I like this one. To me, it kind of reminds me of a like a dinosaur or reptile. Though this one technically would be the most reptilian-like. So there we go. So we have those 3 seamless textures. Then we have, the 4 different bevels. Then we have these emboss as well. So I'm going to show you how I use those. So you might see I have the my 2 little elements on top here. So I have a shape, and then I have the text, and then that little heart. These are clipped, so Control G, Control Alt G, depending on your program, into the layer above or below, so it's getting the style effect. But the fun thing is you can still apply styles to those. So if I did that, so that's the little heart that's doing an emboss in. That is doing kind of a poofy emboss out. And then for these, I have 2 different options. Then I also have the ones where it maintains the color, as you see there. I love it. Not only am I a member of Style Addicts Anonymous, but I'm also the president. Yeah, so how fun is that, right? Super cute. So I wanted to show you how that would work maybe on a more intricate kind of piece. So here I have this little lightning bolt. This is just some commercial use graphics that I picked up to show you guys. So that's the image of the lightning bolt. So first we have the base of the sticker, we have the little stitching edge, and then we have this guy. So what I would do, again, I have those top 2 clipped already. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to apply a style. And of course it's picking which one. Which one do I want to do? Let's do this one for fun. So that's the base style. Next up, again, was that little stitching part, right? So for this, I'm going to do an embossed in. Oops, wrong one. I picked the wrong layer. You'll have to forgive me. Ta-da! Or that one. That one's a little sharper. All right, and then lastly is our guy here. Now what you could do is you could bevel it out a bit so it's slightly poofy. You could kind of push it in. Again, it's totally up to you. Or what I did, or what I wanted to do, I should say I didn't do it. I'm about to do it. I'm going to unclip it from the group for a second just so I have a clean area to select from. So I have my magic wand tool. I have it set at like 32%, sample all layers. Hopefully it won't pick up too much because I have the contagious thing checked. Otherwise it'd be sampling that color everywhere. Anyway, have that selected, that little outline layer. Going to copy paste, right? I'm putting this guy back in there, and then this one I want to add the emboss to, like that. And again, I could clip it into the group as well. Totally up to you how you want to do that. But look, isn't that fun? Such a fun little badge. So yeah, don't be afraid to play around with this a little bit. He's a good time. The leather styles are a good time. And you can see usually when I initially made it, I was thinking like very Western-y, like, you know, when I always test out my styles by, you know, playing around with elements. And initially I had, you know, I was all like brown, leather, cowboy-like. And then as I played around more and more, this kind of stuff started to happen. So really it can go either way. But yeah, have fun with the emboss styles. You can use them on any, you know, with anything really, because they don't have a leather texture on them unless you're clipping it to, you know, the layer below. All right, so that's the leather. I showed you the holographic. Let's see, what is up next? We have the tile and grout. So for these styles, what I've done is I've kind of clipped down some little papers that I had. This is part of a farmhouse bundle that I did, a commercial use bundle, and in there I had, you know, some fun little tile, bathroom tile inspired, you know, patterns. So I'm just going to clear the layers. These are just pieces of it, and I'm clearing my layer style so we can kind of build it from the bottom up. So typically as a designer, whenever we're creating something and there's like this edging, you know, like a background color, it's just like flood filled in, right? So these lines then aren't their own layer. Well, when it comes to that grout style, if I don't have those lines how I want them, it doesn't give me the best effect, right? So how we fix that is, again, magic wand tool. So I'm going to select that area, copy paste, and then apply, right? So that gives me my grout. This is really important with these set of styles. So to get that realistic tile effect, you really want to make sure that if you're using the grout effect, that that layer in and of itself, look on its own, it looks odd, doesn't it? But that it has that type of, you know, that you've selected the grout lines. All right, so let's go ahead, and with that, we are going to go ahead and start adding the styles to the layers above, the little tile layers. So this is a pretty small, oh my gosh, come on. It looks real. I can't get over how real it looks. A smaller pattern. So, you know, some of these, like this larger bevel, is going to look a little odd, but you can see there's multiple options. You know, the more modern subway tile has that sharper edge, looks kind of cool. All right, so that's that one. I wanted to show you just some variants on that. So again, I had taken the background, made my lines, added the grout, added a, you know, a color style. Let's go with like an aqua-y color. I wonder if I played around while you guys watch, my unwitting audience. Unwittingly? Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. Okay. Calm down, Leah. Just styles. All right. So like an aqua kind of effect. We're going to add some different bevels just for fun to see. Now the neat thing is, you know how there's those tiles out there that kind of have that glossy sort of see-through, you know what I mean? Like that glaze. I was trying to get that, but I didn't want to get too carried away. But if you are brave, which I think many of you are, very brave when it comes to playing with styles, well, hopefully you are by now. You're my customer, and you know I very much encourage it, is to just double click, pull up your layer style effects, and just play around with your lighting effect here, like our linear light. We could increase, decrease. You could change the lighting effect itself. Let's say to like a vivid light. Vivid light usually gives things a bit more of a, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. That look. So the linear light, I'm going to go here. Again, I'm going to change that to vivid light. It's going to make it appear like a more kind of, I can't describe it, more glazy. It's glazy, not lazy. Glazy, not lazy. But yeah, just play around until you get it to look how you want it to look, you know. So, and again, if you like it, always be sure to save it, especially if you're, you know, in Creative Cloud, you can save your styles, you know, save your new style. So yay! And this one was one of my faves because my sister actually has a backsplash that's very similar to this with this like herringbone sort of thing going on. And you can always switch up the colors. A lot of times when we're using styles, we may need to deepen a bit so we get the most accurate, you know, what you're going for. I'm looking forward, I should say, to seeing lots of spa kits and kitchen remodel kits. Why not? Why not? Or titles, you know, you do you. I just realized another easy way that you could change your grout color without, you can always go ahead, because this is its own layer, right? You could make the fill 0%, so it's just going to take on whatever the background color is of your paper or whatever, you know, and then it can just be whatever you want it to be that way too without having to clip it. Does that make sense? Maybe it doesn't make sense. I'm sorry if that made no sense at all. It made sense to me. But yeah, so if I did that here, like with this layer, and I turned the fill down to 0, all you would be getting is like the effect overlay, right? Doesn't look bad though, does it? Tone on tone tile. It's a thing. All right, so that's it for the tile. Let me move on. I don't want to keep you guys forever, but do I? All right, so moving back to our little guy here. Next up I'm going to show you is our subtle paper, always popular. I always wonder if folks really want it, and it has been a resounding yes, more paper styles. So these are all 8x8 tiles, seamless tiles. They're in a subtle and then an even more subtle effect. So I'm just going to go through and kind of show you on that little, on our little guy here. You can see just a really nice subtle texture. And again, this is perfect for you know, paper texture overlays, like full on 12x12, because it's an 8x8 tile. You're not really going to notice the repeat. I mean, you shouldn't notice the repeat anyway, but I think you get me. So yes, subtle paper, and always fun to use with other styles. For example, our clearly sticker styles, I could, you know, group in there and then add to that, and you know, then we're like doubling it up. All right, so let me turn off the drop shadow for now, and we're going to go in here and I'm going to do the clearly sticker styles, which gives a little plastic sticker effect to the edges of elements. So I'm going to pick these 3 to share with you. There's 5 different effects, like edging, or excuse me, 6, and then in 2 widths. So we're just gonna, so small, large. I love this one. That's the 3rd one. And I love, yeah, see, I like the small and the large with that one. Well, I like all of them. Of course, I'm not going to include a style that I don't like, right? I really, really, really like this one, though. Like, really, really, really. Especially those last 2. I think they're so fun. And again, transparent. So, or the edges are transparent. It's like a clear sticker, right? So if you went like that, you see, you can see through. Come on. Come on. You have to love it too. You have to. I said so. Okay. So yes, clearly sticker styles. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. And different edges, something a little different every time. All right, and then the last style is the see-through acrylic. Now, this one, it's all about perception, right? So I've done these a few times in different ones. This one, there are 4 different types, and then within that, each one of them has 2 widths or depths in. So the idea is this is a piece of clear plastic that is printed on the bottom, so you're looking down into, and that's why you see that shadow line and then the lighting up. I looked at a specific picture as this one was requested, and this is what I came up with. And then of course I make one, and then I make another one and another one, and hopefully one of them will speak to you. I really like this one. The second one I think might be my favorite. And then we have the last one. The last one's lighting comes from a different angle a little bit, as you see there. And again, play with the blending modes, whatever, to get something that you personally love. I try to make it very universal for everyone to be able to use, but you might want to use it slightly different. And again, make sure you save so you have it forever and ever and ever. But yeah, that's it. That's the style bundle and also the holographic styles. I hope you guys enjoy. Bye bye.